So it's a cold November morning, and today I decide that I'm going to change my, well, not change, but add a rad guard to my ZX10R. It's going to be an R&G one that I picked up from Motorcycle Live. So let's see what we can do today. So this is what the guard looks like. It's got one bolt at the bottom of the radiator down there, and then there's two kind of hooks at the top there that we need to use some cable ties. So if we just go back to the bike, we just need to remove the side fairings from both sides, and also the kind of plastic sheeting that goes behind the fairing, top of the nose there and down the sides. So let's start just by removing the fairings. I'm just going to lever the fairing off the side of the bike here. Start from the back and work your way to the front. Right, so that's that side fairing off. Now see what the bike looks like behind the fairings. We're going to have to remove this piece as well. Okay, so both side fairings are now off. We're going to have to remove this piece now as well, just so we can get to the radiator. Okay, so when you're moving that piece, what you need to do is watch out for that clip there in the middle. This piece here, yeah. What you need to do is okay, so just looking at the rad guard now, see what comes in the packet. So you get a couple of cable ties here, so they'll go across the top sections here onto the bolts and the fixings on the bike. And then under here we've also got a couple of foam strips as well. These will protect the rad guard from the radiator. So you'll need to cut these up into sections. So then you can put it around the outside of the rad guard, so it keeps the guard away from the radiator. So we'll just cut it all up and place it on the side. Okay, so I'm going to just try and evenly space them out across the guard itself. Probably put like 2 in the middle, 1 on either side, 1 in each corner, and then probably 1 halfway up the rad guard. Okay, so all done. Just now need to go and see what it looks like on the bike. So firstly we just need to undo this bolt here, so the guard fits on there. So you just need a 10mm socket. Alright, so that's that bolt out now. So I'm just going to go get the cable ties. Okay, so these are the 2 cable ties. We're going to need to try and get them around the 2 top mountains here, 1 on either side. I think it'll be quite difficult. We just don't have much room to move. Okay, so let's give it a go. Let's see what we can do with the cable ties. Just no easy way of getting it through there. I don't know how R&G are asking you to do this. It is, yeah. There's no way of getting your hands in there, getting those cable ties bent round. If you look behind the back of the radiator, there's just no room to move. Right, so I have actually managed to get the left one done. It took me a while. I've tried the right hand side, but there's just no way of getting between the frame and the radiator to get that in there. So I'm not going to bother. Let's try and get the radiator guard on and see what it looks like. So it just slides up into place. You can see the bolt will go through the bottom there into the other mounting of the radiator. Okay, so let's get this into place, and I'll get the bolt situated at the bottom just to keep it steady. Right, so I've got the bolt in there just loosely. Just so we can have a look at the top here of these cable ties. Again, so I've got the cable ties through here, but I can't see how. Let me just get this camera steady. Okay, so I can't see how these cable ties are going to go through those two slots at the top of the radiator guard. You just can't get your hands in there. You can't really see what you're doing. But we'll give it a go, see if we can get it in there. It's just no easy way of getting in there with your hands. I think this could be a massive flaw for the R&G Rad guard. Starting to really frustrate me now of how you can fix this in. Right, I've had enough. Right, so I don't think the guard's going to go anywhere. You've got the bracket there for the horn that's stopping it from moving forwards. You've also got the bracket where the brakes fluid is there. So I've secured it down the bottom there. just tighten it up. Right, so that's tight now at the bottom. Rad guard's not going to fall down. It doesn't fit tight there, whereas it would do if we had the cable ties attached. But as I said, it's hooked in behind the horn, and it's stopped hooked in behind there, so I can't see it falling forwards. Whilst it's not totally secure, I don't think it's going to go anywhere. I just think R&G should look at their design again. Right, so just have to put the fairings back on now, and job done. Okay, so fairings are back on. Bike's looking back to normal again. It's looking good with the rad guard on there. At least now it's going to be protecting me from any stones that fly up. Last thing I want is a stone to go through, coolant to be thrown everywhere onto my front tyre and me come off. But again, I'm going to give my feedback to R&G about those cable ties.